So, as an explanation for the No Kings protest videos, I thought it was just interesting that our society's, things seem like they're changing. I promised I wouldn't get political in my channel, but I feel obligated to explain my stance. So I look at these protests from a completely neutral background. I'm not far left. I'm not far right. I'm not liberal or conservative. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I pretty much say I'm anti-state. Like Friedrich Nietzsche, he was very leery of the state. The state, and what I mean by the state is the ruling class in every part of the world, which we should be leery of, I think. So yeah, I come from this as an observer. In my opinion, our society was pushed way far left after, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say it or not, the pandemic in 2020. So for 4 years, society was pushed way left, probably around the world, and the immigration was just out of control, in my opinion. Now, things are going far right. Things are going the other swing of the pendulum. And so, of course, there's a big reaction to that. But whatever the government does stays put. Just know that. Whatever the government decides, whatever decisions they make, it stays put for the next administration. So the machine of the state just continues on. Swinging left, swinging right, and manipulating the masses like they do, who are just trying to work and pay bills, unfortunately, like me. So yeah, I thought I'd just give an explanation. I have no predictions what's going to come out of all this, but the state controls us. And it's a monster in its own creation. And I'm afraid to say it, but it's always going to be there. So, yeah. So I mentioned Friedrich Nietzsche, and I actually watched something that said he was a great fan of Ralph Waldo Emerson. He was an immense fan of his, which I respect. That's incredible. And another, I have a deep burden to resurrect the Transcendentalist movement, because it was short-lived. It was extremely short-lived. And the Civil War happened, and that took center stage. Not sure exactly when the Transcendentalist movement started, maybe 1830. And by 1850, it was, Emerson even said it was on its way out. But I really in the future, I really want to quote more from Ralph Waldo Emerson. In my opinion, his essays are vital to what it means to be an American. They're vital. We need to understand the Transcendentalists and the Transcendentalist movement. And again, that's why this channel is called The Dial, because I, out of respect for, it was the Transcendentalists publication, which again didn't last long. Margaret Fuller was another incredible human being that was part of this movement. Margaret Fuller. She was probably one of the original feminists. And again, I'm not political. I try to stay out of politics, the feminist movement, whatever. I'm mostly just for individual rights, and that's what the Transcendentalists were all about. So, yeah, I'm in a car again. It's really windy here in Denver. So, yeah, I guess we'll see what happens with these protests. So, see you later.